Street. That was the next street that was being developed after Water Street. So in time's approximately 1:30 in the morning, June 13th, 1886, and here are George Carey's recollections. The morning of the fire, you can see nothing for smoke. The whole hill above Cambie Street had been on fire for weeks before that. He was talking about the clearing fires. Okay? I spent the Sunday morning fighting the fire above the corners of Cambie and Cordova Street. It was gaining on us, so I went down to the saloon and suggested that men had better come and help out. The wind increased, chunks of flame as big as my legs were flying clear over us. We did our best, but at last it crossed Cordova Street. You can just imagine that scene here with the huge chunks of wood flying over. What George didn't realize was that there was another massive fire bearing down. He was mainly concerned with the one here at the corner. He was talking about this one, but at the same time the wind was becoming more fierce. All this huge pile of debris was off-gassing, so it created a firestorm. And that's where the flames actually ignite the gases in the air. So you have this tremendous build-up of energy.
Both of these fires were out of control at the same time?
Yeah, they merged.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was quite a train wreck. So anything that would have been of a fire outside of town would have eventually merged with the big fire, which was on its way from the roundhouse site. Okay, so George obviously realized that there was trouble afoot, so he abandoned the efforts here and he ran down the hill towards Burrard Inlet. Okay, and in the meantime he heard some shouts from a nearby alley. There was a Mr. Irwin living in a shack in the alley with his wife and 2 children, and he yelled to George and begged him to come and help with his wife and children while he continued to try and fight the fire that was licking at his shack. So George grabbed up the wife and children and continued to run down to False Creek and did his best to make his way down, avoiding the flames as we went. So now we'll walk down to the southwest corner, Cambie and Water Street. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of George Carey. Use your imagination a bit there. Young